just for you. I really want to start doing a weekly meal prep video with you guys because I normally always meal prep my meals throughout the week. So this will be the first weekly meal prep video. So here we go.
So I'm going to be doing a lunch and dinner prep. I don't really prep a lot of dinner, and I only prep 3 days of lunch just because I don't like when it gets more cleaner for longer than that. So for lunch, all you're going to need is lemons, spinach, potato, and I started this some. I'm going to use tilapia for this. For dinner, I'm just going to use pasta bolognese. That pasta, the shrimp, the small diced up potatoes, and seasoning all over. Really good, and it tastes really good, and I like smother this with that. And then after that, I'm just gonna put a little bit of pepper, so a little bit of pepper on it, and then just a little bit of salt. And I oiled up this pan with canola oil, which I normally like to use olive oil, but I'm running a little low on olive oil, and I need that for my dressing for my dinner, so I use canola. So that's one side, and I'm gonna put it in flip that side over. Flip it, and do the same with this side. So, get that minced garlic in y'all. So I'm just gonna take 1 lemon, go ahead and cut. I have 3 pieces, so I was gonna take about half of the lemon, and then I'll just find something else to use the other half for. So yeah, I was gonna go ahead and use half of this lemon. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the end, so get rid of that, and then go ahead and cut this lemon into 3 pieces. So 1, 2, and then cut a little bit more of this end off since it's 3. Okay, so and then we're gonna go ahead and place, so squeeze a little bit of the lemon on it, squeeze and place it right on top. And I'm gonna do the same, squeeze a little bit of the juice on it, place on top, squeeze a little bit of the juice on it, place on top. So a little bit like this, nice and yummy. I have my oven preheat set for 350, and we are going to go ahead and pop these in. I normally leave my tilapia in for about 15 minutes, and then I'll go in and check it. It normally lasts till about 20 to 25, so we'll check on that in a bit. So while you're making that fish, you want to go ahead and have a pot of water on boiling. So I just put it on, I have it on high. Put a dash of salt in, so just go ahead and let that boil. While we're waiting for that, we'll come over here. Make sure you wash your potatoes because, yeah, we don't want any nasties on there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up all of these potatoes. Okay, so they're all chopped up. So then once your water is boiling nice and good, you're gonna go ahead and pour your sliced up potatoes in there. So as you guys know, I am no Betty Crocker's baker. That's embarrassing. Who's a good chef? Like Rachel Ray. I'm no Rachel Ray, especially this week. This is a very, very simple and easy meal prep. But yeah. So while the tilapia is in the oven still and looks good, it's still cooking there. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the temperature for that down to 320. And while the potatoes are boiling, I'll go ahead and start working a little bit on my dinner for today and tomorrow. Like I said, this what I'm making today will last me for tonight's dinner and then tomorrow's dinner. And normally I'd use like more of an organic pasta, but tonight I'm being kind of lazy. So I just went with this pastaroni, the garlic and olive oil vermicelli. It's really good. I normally buy this if I'm just like in a rush and don't feel like cooking. It's not too bad for you. Definitely not as good as like organic pasta, but it's not too bad for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that all poured in. And while the noodles are in the water, coming to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead and take, what kind of sausage? Hillshire Farm smoked sausage. I haven't been eating a lot of pork or any beef or anything like that, but for this dinner meal this week, I do really like to incorporate some of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and use, actually I'm gonna use this whole thing since it's for 2 days. This is the half of the sausage. So go ahead and cut these up into standard, just kind of about a quarter size sausage. I also have shrimp that I'm going to be putting into this dish, so I'll go ahead and get my shrimp out. Like I said, it's for two days worth, so I'm going to go ahead and get a pretty generous amount of shrimp. Actually, I'm going to use the rest of this thing of shrimp just because I've had it for 2 days and I want to get rid of it, so we'll use that. So, we're going to go ahead and get this meat going in this small saucepan. And I had bought my shrimp pre-seasoned, so I'm really only gonna put a little bit of minced garlic in here and a little bit of pepper in here, and then just a little tad bit of salt. A little bit of salt, like barely any. Just because that shrimp already came pre-seasoned. The tilapia just got done, so we're gonna go ahead and grab out this tilapia. Looks great. A lot of people like use tin foil so their pan doesn't get that brown crisp on the edge, but I don't really care. But so you usually have about 1 3/4 cup of water in that there at the end with your noodles. After that, you're gonna want about 2 tablespoons of butter. So I just kind of, butter or margarine, I just kind of go off of it. I normally put about 2 little dabbies up of butter. Then you're going to want to go ahead and mix in your sauce pack that'll come in that box. So go ahead and it'll be that Alfredo sauce. So you'll go ahead and put that in. Now go ahead and mix that and just leave this until you're go ahead and it'll cook down into just a really creamy Alfredo type sauce. After that, while our sauce is still cooking down to a texture, I pulled off the sausage and shrimp. Tilapia is already out, and our potatoes are still boiling because we know potatoes take a while to boil down. I already put my cutting board up, so I'm just gonna wipe off the counter. Just gonna go ahead and cut some small cherry tomatoes. Just gonna cut them in half. I'm just gonna do a few. So I'm actually going to use these tomatoes for my dinner and my lunch meal. So just cut up however many you think that you would want in your meal for both of those. Okay. So my sauce is still cooking down. Getting that nice texture. My noodles are pretty much cooked down. I'm going to go ahead and add the shrimp and the sausage into my noodles and sauce mix that I made. So, it smells really good, guys. So, we'll Go ahead and get that in there. And then I'm also going to go ahead and add some of my chopped up tomatoes. Just go ahead and take about 2 handfuls of those. And go ahead and mix that all up. And we're going to go ahead and let that sit on a low heat. So let that sit. And so one of the last things, well, no, the last thing that you're going to make for this meal besides our breakfast is going to be our spinach. So I just put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. Just go ahead and get that pan nice and lathered up. And then I'll go ahead and take awesome like $5.99 from Costco's, you guys. This really big bag of spinach because I try to incorporate a lot of that into my diet. So, and spinach cooks down a lot and you want 3 days of it. So I do like 3 full handfuls of spinach. Like, I fill this pot up to as high as I can because like I said, it's gonna cook down a lot. So just try and get as much in this pan as you possibly can for your spinach. So pretty much fill that up. I like to keep my spinach in the freezer just because I buy it in bulk and I don't use it all right away. So there's a tip if you guys feel like going through a lot of groceries pretty fast, just freeze stuff. It'll make it last a lot longer. I'm gonna let that cook down. Love the taste of oregano. So I just put a little bit of oregano on my pasta and just go ahead and give that a nice stir, get that stirred up. So potatoes are done, so we're gonna go ahead and turn those off and grab them. Go ahead and drain them. So get those all nice and drained. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pour them back. For potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and take some olive oil. Go ahead and drizzle it over them. As you guys can tell, I'm not really big on measuring out things when I'm not on my prep for something. Then I'll go ahead and put some minced garlic. Pretty much douse them. Go ahead and douse them with pepper. Get a good bit. I need a bigger pepper shaker, y'all. But go ahead and get a good bit of pepper on them. And then a little bit of salt, as always. Okay. I'm also going to put a little bit of oregano seasoning on these as well. Then we'll go ahead and give it a mix. Try and get that olive oil pretty much spinach all over it. And with my potatoes, just because I hate spinach by itself. I'm one of those people. But I'm out of broccoli for this week and spinach is really good for you, so had to incorporate it. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a mix. So you got your green in, I got a carb in, and then my meat for this week's lunch is gonna be tilapia. So we're just gonna go ahead and plate all of this. So I'll go ahead and start with my tilapia. So I have my 3 containers. I pull the lemon off as I'm plating it. So you'll plate it and then go ahead and pull your lemon off of the top. Then we are going to go ahead and get our potatoes and spinach out and plate that right next to it. So, and I'm definitely a carb eater, especially because tomorrow I have back day, which is a pretty big muscle group, and basketball practice, so I'm going to make sure I get myself a good bit. And so the final for your lunch will look something like this. I topped it with some cherry tomatoes just to give it a little bit more flavor. So I will go ahead and get these all together. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, lunch is prep for work, so I won't have to worry about that again until Wednesday night to prep for. Go ahead and just pop them in the refrigerator, and you're good to go. And for dinner, I just want to put it in a little bowl tonight. Just nice to keep it simple. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put my, I don't really know what to call this, but like shrimp, sausage, and noodle pasta. I also put the rest of my red tomatoes, pop them in here, so we'll go ahead and enjoy this for tonight. So this came out super simple as well.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for what I make for my breakfast every morning as well. Hope you guys try out this recipe for this week's episode of Meal Prepping with Bree. Stay happy. Bye guys.